What's up, guys? It's TCM MarkyB here, and as you can tell from the gameplay, it is e-sniping off the start, and that is basically because for the last few days I've been giving e-sniping a real try. We originally we just started scrimming it for a laugh, and we actually found out there was a MLG EU e-sniping tournament, so we decided to enter that, and it was great fun. We actually managed to get ourselves all the way to the grand final, which we came up against the SoaR European team, who we'd actually scrimmed the night before, so we knew that we could take maps off them. We actually lost 5-4 in a series to them the night before, so it was in the grand final. Unfortunately, it was only a best of three due to time constraints and whatnot. I'm presuming that's the reasons for it. But we played a best of three in the grand final, which we obviously just fell short. We lost 2-1. And this gameplay is actually the last map of the whole series. We actually end up losing this gameplay. You don't usually see gameplays when someone loses, but for me, this is probably one of my best individually um, e-sniping maps. Um, and my stats were quite good, which obviously a lot of people like to see, a lot of kills and things like that. Although I do miss a lot of shots, and obviously I'm not an e-sniper, so you can't really expect me to be perfect from the start. But I do miss a lot of shots that I probably should be making if I was a top level e-sniper. Um, but yeah, I can always say sorry for that, but I'm not very good with a sniper. Um, well, no, I mean I'm a good with a sniper. I mean I've just not played that much with a sniper to be at the level of some of these guys we were playing against. So yeah, like I said, we lost in the final to SoaR, who we're actually playing against here. I just want to say that everyone needs to give e-sniping a shot. It was actually so fun to take part in, and I mean it's something that I've known about in the past. I've heard about e-sniping. I watched a bit of the e-sniping Skyline stream, but apart from that, I've not really much watched much of it. And I really did enjoy today's MLG stream of the whole NA side of the event as well as the final. I enjoyed being a real part of that, and it was great. Massive shout out to my teammates for the tournament today, which is Rich from my team, Wongy and Jurd, all amazing snipers. I mean, honestly, like when you put these guys in a competitive setting with snipers, they just always rip it up. Obviously, e-sniping, it's so weird sniping against other snipers, if that makes sense. You kind of have you play. I feel you play with less confidence in your sniper shot sometimes. I feel like some shots that I would make when I'm like a sniper against an AR or a sniper against a sniper, you just don't make because you're kind of rushing your shot because you're thinking, oh, this guy's got a sniper, I need to rush this. And sometimes you miss, and I think that's just maybe it's due to my inexperience in a competitive sniper environment, or maybe it's just what everyone does when they're coming up against a sniper. I'm not quite sure, but I just feel like I'm rushed all the time into making shots. And sometimes when I'm on the ball, like on this game, I make those shots, but you'll be able to see that I also do miss quite a lot of shots, which is unfortunate. I mean, ideally, and when you're playing in a grand final on the final map, you don't want to miss any shots. And if I hadn't missed some of the shots I do miss in this gameplay, I would have dropped a 50, and that would have been insane. We probably would have won the game. There was some clutch moments where I could have like got 10 points for my team and things like that. I didn't make the kills, which is really unfortunate. And I mean, I'm sure they missed a few shots as well, so I'm not putting all the blame on myself for the loss. But yeah, I just like to kind of. I'm not bragging the whole time. I did make loads of mistakes throughout this whole gameplay, but like I said, I'm not an e-sniper. I'm sure if I practiced as much as these guys have been, I'd be a top e-sniper. I have no doubts about it. I mean, I showed that I had the potential today when I played. But yeah, like I said, I'm just really looking forward to taking part in more of these e-sniping tournaments. That their community is great. They've been really supportive of these our us professional players, as you'd say, taking part in the e-sniping tournaments and scrimming against the e-sniping teams and whatnot. It really is like a breath of fresh air. I mean, we're sitting there scrimming all day, playing the same old rules. We've been doing that for months. We've been playing the same old rules, um, with just brief changes here and there, different guns and whatnot. But playing e-sniping is just so different. Like it's so weird. It's like playing a whole new game, to be completely honest. And I really am gonna try and play quite a bit of it and try and get e-sniping gameplays up. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna be fully committed to playing competitively and producing loads of competitive content and trying to win the EGL with my team, trying to win events with my team, TCM. but I really want to see what eSniping has to offer. Like I said, the community's been great. People like Wartech and Zach NV, the whole of the SoaR Europe team. Oh my god, there's so many people I forget. Tasmo NV, he was good, very, very supportive of us taking part. Um, People like Puckett and Revan for hosting the MLG EU. Obviously, thanks to MLG for hosting the tournament. I really do hope they host more tournaments in the future because I'll certainly be taking part because it was great fun taking part today. My cat is hissing at herself. Every video, every single bloody video I make, my cat interrupts it by doing something weird. She'll like walk in the room, sit on my lap, she'll climb across the shot, and now she's sitting there hissing at her tail. She's like thinking something. I don't even know what she's doing. I don't want to show you, but nah, it's alright. But she's basically just hissing at herself, which is really weird. It's kind of freaking me out. Um, by the way, my cat's called Misty. I have two cats. One's called Smelly Cat, one's called Misty. So yeah, just thought I'd let you all know that. I've just kind of went off topic, and I always do this. I just lose my train of thought. It's just something I've always had a problem with doing. As soon as something distracts me, especially when I'm doing something like this, I just lose my trail of thought. Like I mean, for example, when we were doing the Gfinity interviews in Glasgow, Mac and Excellence were just taking the absolute piss, and they were standing in the background, and like they'd just like do something like wave at me, and I'd just look over and see them, and I in the middle of being interviewed by a big massive camera at this point, and I just like lost my trail of thought completely, and they're asking me sort of like serious questions to do with competitive Call of Duty and whatnot, and I was trying to answer it seriously, and then they would do that, and I would look at them, and I would just like completely forget what the question was. So it just completely screwed me over. But I don't think they ended up using that content. But yeah, eSniping. It is great. I can't really say much more about it. Everyone should give it a try. I'll put a link in the description to the eSniping website. I'll put a link in the description to the eSniping Twitter page so you can locate that. And I'd like to give a special shout out to the e-snipers that we've actually played against in the last few days, which is Darth, the EU sniping team, the French squad, SoaR Europe, who have been incredibly supportive of us. They were nice enough to tell us what attachments to use in certain game modes, things like that. It really did help us out in the tournament and whatnot. Because for somebody like, for example, on Hardpoint, they were saying, well, you need things like Fastmag's FMG. You don't really need ballistic CPU in Hardpoint because you're not like really going to be doing any hard aiming like from a long amount of time that you need ballistic CPU for. They were saying, for example, on S&D you can use awareness. Things like that. I mean, it's the basics, but we didn't even think about it. We were just sitting there using extreme con dexterity or extreme con. Originally we were using ballistic CPU and fastbacks. We were just thinking the whole time that surely ballistic CPU helps you out a lot, but it doesn't really and give you much of an advantage. But FMJ, you can wallbang through so many walls, and since it's 30% health, you actually just like one shot them through every wall. So you can like wallbang through basically everything in one shot with FMJ. But yeah, guys, I didn't really touch on the rule set actually, which I think you lot should kind of be educated in this sort of stuff. I've just kind of talked about eSniping and told you how I love it and all that stuff, but I've not really got down to the basics and told you what the rules are and such. So basically, it's 4 versus 4, quite like Deserto. There's no score streaks. You only get 6 parts of the pick 10 system. Obviously, it's a pick 6 system in the eSniping. So you get basically a sniper, 2 attachments, and then 3 perks. So that's 6. But you don't. I only use 5 of my pick 6 because I don't want to. You're not allowed to use wild cards or anything. So you basically have to use lightweight, fast hands. But you don't need to use fast hands. A lot of people don't. They just don't use. They use 2 perks: lightweight, stream con, lightweight, dexterity, lightweight, awareness, lightweight, dead silence. So it's pretty simple. So there's like I said, no score streaks. So it's basically 4-on-4 snipers. It's that simple. Game modes like Hardpoint, game modes like CTF, game modes like S&D. They do actually play a few maps that we don't play. They still play Aftermath S&D, which I hope that we would still continue to play, but we're obviously not continuing that map in the SoaR rule set. They play. Somebody told me they play things like Plaza Hardpoint and Cargo CTF, but I'm not. We didn't actually come across those game modes when we played in the eSniping tournament or in scrims. But I think they're still in the eSniping rule set as such. Wait a second, I need to open the door for my cat. Right. Yep, it's all good. But yeah, guys, that's 10 minutes into the video, and I think that's near the end of the game. Well, the gameplay's over actually. So thanks a lot for watching. I really do hope a lot of you guys get involved in eSniping. Like I said before, I'll slam some links in the description so you can find out more for yourself. Like I said, every video, like if you enjoyed the video, I'm not forcing into it. Subscribe if you like the channel and my videos that I'm going to create in the future. I'm actually in the process. I'm literally tomorrow going to order the PC, and I'll probably get it like maybe the day before EGL. So I'm not going to be streaming until after EGL. I'd imagine. And I'm really excited for that, streaming YouTube content. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. That's the end of the video for me. But peace out, guys. I love you all. Cheers. Fucking hell, I've got massive bags on the bags. Whoa.